Hello, Mom. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to talk to you a bit about like our whole family history for a little. Okay.
Okay.
So I want to ask you a few questions. So I just like to ask you first. I just wanted you to like introduce yourself real quick.
Oh, my name is Nancy Bonnovan.
Yeah.
I'm your lovely mommy.
Mhm.
I love you. Uh,
That's good. Let's roll with it.
I'm a mother of 4 children.
Mhm.
I was born in Haiti. I spent most of my formative years in Haiti. I came to America when I was about 18.
18. Okay.
Mhm.
So what was like the big challenge into getting to America?
And when I was growing up, I've seen my parents struggle. They are hard-working people. However, they did have some political issues.
Right.
At the time, the political conversation wasn't as free as in America.
Right.
Um, so
Because it was like a dictatorship.
dictatorship, you witnessed a whole lot of injustice. Um, but at that time, I was a child. I've seen things, but I didn't quite understand what's happening until I become older and see what's happening. My parents have struggled, and at, at a certain moment, they had to leave Haiti
Right.
just to go to look up for another type
Opportunity.
type of opportunity. Yes.
Okay. Um. When your grandparents made it to Haiti, were you able to come with them, or?
No, I had to stay with my grandmother. My formative years were with my grandmother while my mom and dad came to America until they finished up papers to come to America. I was with my grandmother.
You were So what kind of things did your grandmother teach you?
Oh, that woman was a genius. She taught me to love people as much as I love myself, to respect people, to approach people as non-judgmentally as I can, to take people to see the goodness in people, to respect people, and to use my brain, like she always says. The world belongs to those who pay attention. Are you paying attention? She always said that to me. That's one of the sentences that I really remember from my grandmother. And it helped me greatly throughout my life.
That's great. Very great. So my great grandmother, is very wise. It seems.
She was very wise.
Right. Right. Okay. So can you tell me like, what did you have to like work? So Haiti at the time was a pretty like so there was under a dictatorship. There wasn't a lot of money, right? So how were you able? So were you able to like find any kind of work to be able to afford a trip to America?
No, I wasn't working at this time because I was considered a child. I didn't have any opportunity, but I see that my grandmother struggled
Right.
to work, and I remember my father used to work as a professor. He would work a lot, but didn't get paid.
Like
So
so he didn't get so he works so
that
he works
6 months get paid for a month.
Oh, that's bad. I thought
Um,
yeah.
I don't know.
And like here, like when
It was
yeah.
hard
So
when I was growing up.
yeah. Jeez. Like and it's kind of like here, like there's more opportunities because
Yes, one of the things that surprised me when I first got to America, I was maybe 18. I came, they sent me to school, and then I came and I said in the hallway, I see a bunch of books.
Right.
Like people just saw the books. I said, what? You had to work so hard. Like I remember I had to cover my book, take care of my books so that they can last to throughout the year. And if my younger sister, my younger sibling come up so they can use the same book. And I see a bunch of books. It was, I was taken aback. I said, that's what people do with knowledge? And then I heard that you have a bus that takes you to school. Oh, there was a big change from a bus to school, and then you get food in the cafeteria and stuff like that. This was very new to me.
Very new to you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, and I expect there wasn't much of that here back in Haiti, right? I guess, like, how did you get to school?
Yeah, I walked to school.
Walk? No, yeah, no, just walked. Like, how far did you live away from school? Like, as like just give me a guess. Like, was it like 5 miles, 10 miles?
No, I wouldn't say 5 miles, 10 miles. Maybe it was less than a mile.
A lot less than a mile, okay. And were there like kind of and you tried to get there as early as you possibly could, right?
Yeah.
Like, so they have like different like late policies?
What?
Like what happens like if you come in late? They just like what
They
happens?
shut the door, the big gate,
Right.
and then you have to come back with your parents to make sure. Sometimes you get a whipping in the schoolyard. It's not as nice. It's not like America. It's different.
Yeah.
But I'm sure since then things have evolved.
Right. So, did you? So I know like what was the year you came to America in?
79.
79.
1979.
So were you like dealing with like kind of like the issues around that time, like the civil rights movement? Did you face like a lot of like discrimination?
No, but I did face some type of discrimination. If you're a foreign personnel, you don't speak English, they put you in a pot like you don't have any brain or stuff like that. Actually, yes, this type of discrimination when I came.
So how did you like deal? And how did you like deal with any of that?
Because I was smart and intelligent, because of my grandma's teaching, I paid attention and spoke that English like like a pro.
Right.
I spoke it. It does. You see, it's funny. You understand everything they say, but for you to express your feeling in another language, it takes some time.
That's
But
true.
I never give up.
Yeah. Because the thing I struggle with is like, like when you guys are having conversations, like I kind of like don't know that Creole that well because, I live here, I know most of the stuff that happens here in America. But it's just like, I don't know, I always felt like there was like some kind of difficulty with like trying to like talk in somebody else's like,
No, but
Oh. You and like understand.
your older sibling, they understand and speak Creole. We do speak Creole, but sometimes you have to just focus on it and learn it.
That's true.
Because I believe in you. I believe you can learn any language. I was able to speak 7 languages at some point because it was the way of life. Wherever life takes you, you got to learn that language.
Right. So, can you tell me some of the work you had to do like once you got into America?
Oh, yes.
Because you told me that you were like part of the reserves, right?
Oh, yes. That's way later in my life. When I first started, they had nice program in they call it a YES program, where they take you, like a mentorship, they take you and introduce you to the workplace. You have a mentor, etc. That has helped me greatly because I got to learn about working. They prep you.
Right.
learn about working. I was a good worker. I always get good recommendation from my work. Everybody thought I did a good job because I was conscientious. I listened to my grandma. She said, do what you need to do and do it the best you know how.
Right. And were the values you took with you all the way back in Haiti,
All the
right?
way here, yes. She said, the world belongs to those who pay attention. I paid attention. I learned that English, so now I'm able to freely speak and converse.
So once you got into America, was any of your own family come with you like the time you got
I
into
come
America?
with my siblings of 5 of us. My mom and dad had a child here. Our last sister here,
Right.
but 5 of us we came together.
Oh, so you all came together
Yes.
on the way to Haiti, right?
Yes.
Right.
Because that was very good for me. Because I was with all my siblings, it gave me a sense of like I was with my family, reassurance, that kind of reassurance that everything is going to be okay.
Okay, that's good. Can you tell me a bit about like your siblings? Like, did you have to like help them along the way, like when you came into America?
Or something, the best thing that happened when we first came to America, my mom said, okay, come with the clothes you have on. We don't need any baggage. Don't bring anything. We were children. We didn't know. So we came with our baggage. But one of my sister, my older sister, said, oh, let me buy a bottle of, pack of those rum thing and bring it to America and give it and introduce how we do the rum barbecue, how good is our rum.
Oh, you guys make ramen.
But what happened? We didn't know we had to pay custom.
Oh.
So here we are with the bottle, the second rum. They say we're gonna take it, or you have to pay for it. So we said take it because we didn't know. Our parents told us we didn't need any money and stuff like that. Luckily, we found somebody that was doing in custom that spoke Creole. He helped us. He called my mom and etc. And then things turned out okay. But I could understand everything they said because I did take some English classes in Haiti. I could understand, but the speaking was not too well.
Right.
Okay, so I keep telling the visitor, my mother said no money. But it was funny, but I was so happy that someone helped us. Then I felt great. I said, oh, even in trouble, I find the American people are so nice. They will help you. They will show you what to do.
That's a very good thing.
Yes.
So it's like, cause usually when I think like about like America, I usually think like, in my perspective, like I think like America is more about like since like everybody's coming from like all different backgrounds, they all want to like help you, like that's like for me that's the American way. Like we all have to like look out for everybody because they
Yes.
all come from someplace else.
Someplace else.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
This is one great part about America. People come together as one.
It's one. Yeah. So, can you tell me a little bit about like was there like any other kind of work you had to do like
Oh, I've
America?
done various work. I've done. I was in the army.
Right.
I was an army pharmacy specialist.
Oh, like a medic, essentially.
No, like I have basic training like all the soldiers, but my specialty was in pharmacy.
Oh.
Okay, I learned how to compound medication, what to do, how to make them. And the army was great about this. They teach you a lot.
Oh,
Then, when I came back, I became a nurse.
Right.
I love being a nurse. My first work, as part of giving back to the community, I chose to work with Boston Health, with the homeless.
Oh, okay.
I worked with them for 6 years, and then I moved on to, and you know what helped me a lot? My grandma's teaching, to accept people that were there, to care for them with no judgment, non-judgmental.
No judgment.
Non-judgmental. That helped me a lot. Gave me great pleasure to see as I go walk on Boston Common. I have a lot of people say, "Hey Nancy, I see you tonight. Hey Nancy, thank you for doing this for me." They were very grateful, and I was very grateful for the opportunity to serve them.
Okay. Can you tell me about like the kind of? Did you go to college when you were here?
Yes, I did my last year of high school here because I think the people thought that if you don't have a high school diploma, you can't go to college. But I could have gone. I could have clept the classes, but I didn't know.
Oh.
We didn't know, so I did my last year of college, of high school. Excuse me. Then I did college.
Which college?
I don't want to make an advertisement for the college. I did college, and then I continued. I started with pharmacy. That's why I went to the army and did pharmacy. But when I came back, I find that I would be happier doing nursing. Then I moved on to after working with the homeless, I went to work as a med-surg nurse with telemetry at a major hospital.
Okay. So, all right. So, did you ever feel like? All right. So, did they ever? So, did you ever feel like when you were like doing work and doing like going to work as a nurse in college, like did you ever feel like they always like wanted to know about like you know where you came from, like all like most of like the people that you worked with?
Sometimes they do, other times they don't.
You know.
Okay, depending on the situation.
Right.
But I always welcome question about me, because I know I try to be the best me that I can.
Yes. And I see that coming from your great grandmother. She taught you very well, and she's pretty much made you to the person that you are today, essentially. So, can you also tell me about like your family, like your own family? Like not like your siblings, but I mean like did you you married like you like
Yes,
dad and
I
everything?
got married to my childhood sweetheart.
Oh, childhood sweetheart, huh?
Yes, that's your dad. And we have 4 children,
Right.
and we've been married for a long time, 32 years.
Right.
And then we keep the same values.
Right.
That's the value. Matter of fact, childhood sweetheart, your father and I living very close to one another. So,
Right.
and then people from Haiti that hear the news, they're so happy. They say, "Oh my goodness, I'm so glad for them. They kept it together." And that's good. We always knew they were going to be husband and wife.
Yeah.
Even though I was a child and I didn't know anything about
All
this.
that marriage stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it. Yeah. So that's interesting because it's like I always like hear about that like childhood like. So. I do find. So, how do you feel like nowadays like so like up to now, how do you feel like your family's been doing so far?
My family's been doing all right.
Right.
Very good. I'm glad I have had the opportunity to come to America. I can only say good things about America because it has helped me. I love that land of opportunity, and I was happy to serve in the military, and I'm ready anytime on a moment notice to help America.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And do you feel so? There's been a lot of stuff too going on in Haiti as well. Like remember the earthquake that happened like a few years back
Yes.
and everything. So how did that like when you heard about that? How did that make you like feel?
I feel so sad. Like the people have, they were already struggling, but they have another struggle on top of things.
But I see that they have very resilient people like you.
They are resilient people. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. You should see people. I've heard. I have the opportunity to meet some people that were trapped under the rubble. They still have a joy in their heart. They still have a song. They know if they're not dead, something better is coming. Very hardworking people, and then they don't demand that much. They just do a big whole lot of things with the very little that they have.
That's good. That's something I feel like I have to learn about too, because I always gotta learn about like, I have to learn like I have to like be grateful for like more where I am, like no matter like how like my days like turn out, like good, bad, or whatever. I feel like that's the most like one of the most important things you have to like know about you gotta like look I got a family I got a family. I have my grandparents are still around. I got a niece and everything, and I'm trying to get a nice degree and stuff. So I'm at a pretty good point. I'm at like a pretty good point in my life, None of these people had that. Like you were like
And
you
have
struggled.
what you have.
Yeah. So I really have to like appreciate it, And like also like what did you have to like do like some did you what kind of like work did you have to like in Haiti there wasn't that many opportunities, right?
Well, again, in my when I was in Haiti, I was young. I was not at the working age.
Right.
To me, everything was beautiful. I would go to the beach but my parents, I've witnessed the struggle of my parents.
Right. Yeah. And your parent and like they had to deal with like the dictators like Baby Duck and Papa Duck. That's who they are, right? And say like there was like a lot of atrocities
Yes.
that they had to like deal with.
Uh-huh.
Grandma like had to work at like an onion factory, like a place where she had to cut onions, right?
Oh, that's in America.
Oh, here in America. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you first start, you have to do work that are below your level, even though you have all the skills. But you have to start somewhere.
Nah,
So you take anything in order to keep your family together, in order to provide for a family. But as time goes by, like she learned stuff, she went to nursing,
yeah.
and then she worked in a job that is at a skill level.
Right.
And in Haiti, she was a professor as well, but she had to work in this type of environment mainly to to do what she has to do.
Right. And I always find that like kind of weird because I know because that kind of like work I always find it like weird because it's like you work as like a lawyer in the country you're born and you have like credentials, you have skill in the field.
Mm-hmm.
But like once you come into another country, for some reason it doesn't matter.
You gotta take what you can get, but that doesn't mean what I love about America. That doesn't mean the place you are right now. That doesn't mean that's where you stay forever. There's room for progress, and it's very encouraging to have this.
That's good. All right. Do you have like anything else you want like the viewers to like take away from this interview?
What I know is that I love the country that I am in right now.
Mm-hmm.
I still have nostalgia about Haiti.
Right.
I was hoping that things would get better and stuff. I love Haiti and I love America. And I cannot say, oh, yeah, I love America better. America gave me a whole lot of opportunity,
Mhm.
but I also say Haiti gave me opportunity. I was born there. So I can't just choose. It's like choosing between your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
They're both your parents.
That's sweet. That was just really heartwarming. Okay. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk
Thank
to
you
me
so
about this,
much.
Mom.
I appreciate it anytime.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Scene. All right.